Hello, my name is Nick and I'm an engineer, and this is the next part in my Kerbal Space Program tutorial series. Last time, I showed you how to build a rocket capable of docking with another rocket, your way around with action groups, and how to rendezvous with your target. In this part, we're going to show you how to dock. So what we're going to do now is that since we're close enough, we're going to select its docking port, set it as our target, and we're going to head over here, and we're going to click Control from here. So now we're controlling everything relative towards our docking port. I do have the docking camera mod installed. Basically, it adds a magnified camera into every docking port. It's good for docking, although, for the sake of right now, I'm not going to use it, so I'm going to deactivate it. I'm going to point towards our target. And instead of using our main engine, I'm going to be using monopropellant. So pressing R to activate monopropellant and pressing H, we'll be moving forward towards our target, which is not the spacecraft itself now, not the center of mass of the spacecraft now, but it's now the docking port. Although, as you can see, we're not heading straight towards it, so I'm going to slow down. I'm actually going to switch over to the next vehicle by using the bracket keys, if I'm correct. So this is docking. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to I'm going to place it towards facing the opposite of north, which is the red N on the nav ball, so it's pointing south. In case you didn't know, south is the opposite of north, but whatever. And we're going to activate SAS. Now we're going to switch here over to this craft. Not enough electric charge. What? Just to make sure this is our craft. Now we're going to take it and we're going to point ourselves with RCS off. We're going to point ourselves towards north. And then we're going to make our maneuvers from here. So now if I can adjust myself to where I'm pointing towards north. Moments of silence as I concentrate. And now, as you can see, just by looking at it, we are higher than we should be. From now, we can use to accelerate towards it, I'm going to use the K key to accelerate towards our target. Anyway, so now we're moving towards it, and as you can see, we're not exactly aligned with it. I'm going to time accelerate a little bit. Again, just remember K key is accelerate towards the target. As you can see, we're not exactly aligned with it. So what we're going to do is that we're going to press N to get lower, to go below the target. As so. Then I'm going to press, about right now, I'm going to press H to kill velocity. Press J to try to align ourselves in this axis with our target. Just moving. And then start decelerating. And now we're going to use the K key to move forward. Clicked out of Kerbal Space Program tab. Oh no! For the sake of looking, I'm gonna actually rotate this craft a little bit. And have RCS on and prepared for when we dock. So now, even though we aligned ourselves, it still looks like we're not gonna make it. So what I'm gonna do is that we're gonna try to align ourselves in terms of this axis now. as much as we can. So I'm gonna continue burning. Well, not really burning in about now. Slow ourselves down. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we've aligned ourselves with there. We're gonna align ourselves with this. And then go upwards. And we just align our docking ports. Gonna roll a little bit. I'm gonna like this. I'm actually gonna burn away because I actually want to make these face a certain directions. We're gonna head over to this one and turn our rocket like this. Turn our rocket like this, and then H to forward. Again, to switch which vehicle you're in control of. You press the bracket keys. And then we press H for upward, and now we are one with the spacecraft. We're now officially one spacecraft. So yeah, now what can you do? Well, you can transfer fuel and stuff, like let's find out which one of these has the lowest fuel. We can transfer fuel, so in order to transfer fuel, you'll hold Alt and right-click the two tanks you want to transfer fuel from. So we're gonna transfer fuel into the bomb tank. And I'm gonna see which one. This one has much less RCS, if I'm correct. Yep. No, wait, 733, 734. So I'm gonna move the RCS into this tank. And now what we can do, we can also transfer crew. Now, as of right now, crew cannot be transferred through docking ports, so you have to do an EVA. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Landley from this pod, walk him down to the bottom of our staircase, and we're gonna find Jebediah, EVA him, and we're gonna get over to this part of the spacecraft. Again, using these controls: F grab, F board, swap back to our Kerbal, walk down, RCS, upwards, left, right, up, down, left, right. Start. Okay, heading down, grab it, board it. Success. We have now done a successful crew transfer of one Kerbal. Now, let's say you wanted to align these craft in order to look like something specific, like what I'm about to do. So I'm going to do that, and then what I'll do is with the bomb one, I'll undock, switch to it, RCS, and to get away from this, because you actually have to move a certain distance away from your target, and then let's see if now it'll work. Now worked? Okay. Okay, and because of how I mistimed it, I actually have to manually extend this, and now we're floating in orbit. With this, you can actually build space stations. And then, if you're skilled enough to do docking on land, you can even create bases on different planets. For now, we're going to head home. Now, as I demonstrated undocking, you want to right-click the docking port and then undock it. Going to take our RCS and burn away relative to the target. And then we're going to head home. So we're going to switch it to orbit. Look at our position. We're about to go to the dark side, so I'm actually going to redock with our target because we can. And plus, you know, it may actually get a little lonely. And we want to have friends. So, yeah. Moving forward, keep it. Anyway, so now, in the map mode, I'm gonna time warp until we're on the other side. So about where Mountain 1 is. So, head over to Mount 1 and we're gonna undock. Find out which one that is. That is docking. That is docking too. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to be deorbiting docking first. So I'm just going to use RCS to get away from here and then align myself with the... Okay, for some reason it does this sometimes. Your crew may or may not be apparent. Your crew is completely fine. It just happens sometimes. So we're going to SAS and burn retrograde until we've reached proper deorbiting height. And then we can do the same. Actually, I'm going to head over to this one. And I'm going to... Well, no. Okay, so, see you on the ground with this. Here we are, on the ground. So, now we're going to do an EVA by Landley Kerbal. We're now going to do an EVA report to find out where we are. Highlands. Gonna go into map mode so I don't screw this up. So yeah, we're gonna name this 3 flags. So we're gonna go plant a flag. And call our site Highlands 4. Okay. I'm gonna read the plaque. So now we're gonna grab here, border pod, and recover our vessel. But we still have the other craft in orbit. So yeah, I'll see you when the other craft is on the ground. Okay, so I have some good news and bad news. Good news is we've returned to Kerbal. We're going in for a splashdown. The bad news is we're going in for a splashdown, meaning that we cannot plant a flag now. And my craft is tilting in an odd way. So yeah, may as well actually turn off time acceleration. Turn on SAS so we can do an EVA real quick. EVA report's just gonna say in Kerbin's water. So I'm gonna report. Oh, okay. So we're gonna reset the experiment. I'm gonna head back to my capsule, and we're gonna cover. Now we're gonna recover the vessel. Recovered the vessel. I'm gonna head to the space center. The game's been holding me hostage. Dang it, the game's holding me hostage. Oh. The game's holding me hostage. You see this, it won't let me do it. Be right back. So because of the game holding me hostage, I essentially had to restart Kerbal Space Program. And now I have to deorbit this rocket again. Be right back. And again, we are splashing down. So I'm gonna do now, we're gonna recover the vessel with the game now not holding us hostage. Now, if you noticed, we didn't plant a flag. So, I actually have a plan. So I'm gonna go into the spaceplane hangar. I'm gonna build a very quick rover. Real quick. I'll be right back with the full rover design. Okay, here's the rover design. So I'm gonna call it Rover K for Kerbin. Save it. And we're gonna launch it on the spaceplane runway thing. Or road, as my brother likes to call it sometimes. Road. Why is this extended? Yeah, it's a little embarrassing. That's my little brother Carmine here. Say hi, Carmine. Or you can do that. Okay, he's a little derp, whatever. So now we're not going to click out of the Kerbal Space Program window. And now what I'm planning on doing is that I'm going to drive over to the astronaut complex. What? So? Oh my goodness, this is so slippery. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do something. I'm going to disable the motor in the front wheels, which I should probably disable the other one now. I'm going to disable, lock the steering in the back wheels. So now we have hopefully something more controllable. Failure. I'll meet you there. Meet you there. Here we are at the astronaut complex. See, I'm just slowing down and heading forwards. And we're heading up to this flag. So now I'm going to extend my ladders after putting in a full parking brake. Gonna do an EVA with Jebediah Kerbin, which even though he's on Kerbin, he still decides to wear a spacesuit. Why? I don't really know. Okay, so what I plan on doing is I'm gonna put a flag here for every time. I'm gonna put a flag here for whenever I end up having a splashdown. And for some reason he cannot get up there.
I need to jump.
Yes, I'm gonna have to jump. There we go. By the way, here's a little Easter egg. You can climb the flagpole. So whatever. So I'm gonna go right here. And I'm gonna plant a flag. It'll be known as Ocean 5.
Not 4.
Nope. Not 4. Ocean 5.
4.
Okay? So yeah, Ocean 5. Yeah. Okay. So now we're gonna head back to our little rover car thing. What the heck is out there? And I'll find out on the thing. I bet it's another flag since it's like so 70. I fell down. Fell down number 2. I'm just not having a good day today. Slow and... Okay, you know what? What I say, forget this. If you press Alt F12, you activate the cheats. So,
What?
yep, so I'm gonna hack gravity real quick. Whoa, okay. And I'm gonna RCS into the cockpit because this ladder is not agreeing with me today. So yeah, I'm having to maneuver into the cockpit. Board, unhack gravity. Alt F12 to hide it. And now we can recover the vessel. And that was my docking tutorial. That was Mountain 1. Okay. So now, what do I do next for my tutorial? Well, that's up to you. I want you to suggest the idea for my next tutorial. Until I make that next tutorial, I'll be doing another, in terms of Kerbal Space Program, I'm going to be doing another series of Kerbal Space Program, where I go through career mode, and I'm able to use all the mods I have installed currently.
Do that!
Till then, name's Nick, I'm an engineer, signing off.